Cleaning and oiling your machine is going to really increase the quality of sewing and the length of its life when you take the time to do it. Now with these gigantic bobbins, it's sometimes hard to go by our regular standard every 2 to 3 bobbins. Well, keep that in mind as you go through and sew. Even if you can do it every 2 to 3 bobbins of cleaning and oiling, that will really take care of things. So first off, my machine is threaded, but instead of pulling the spool off, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to clip it up here at the spool and pull the thread out this way. I'm going to remove the needle so I'm not actually going to stab myself, and I'm going to take off the presser foot. Now, in the manual, it's going to tell you to unplug your machine. If you would like the light on, you could just unplug the foot control so it won't accidentally run. That's another way. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is to take off the throat plate. Notice back here there's a bullseye. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my knuckle of my thumb down on that bullseye. And for me, if I just push down with my other thumb, the whole plate pops up. So that way I can get in here and actually really dust out. There's going to be a lot of lint down underneath the feed dogs. And actually I see a little piece of my pink thread hanging out down below. Oh, that's my bobbin thread because I haven't taken that out yet. So we're going to open up the door and we're going to remove our bobbin case, and that is going to come out and sit here. Next, you're going to push this lever to the side. I'm pushing it to the left. And this whole area is going to open up, but this part stays attached. As we reach in, I'm going to just get a hold of that spindle in the middle, the part the bobbin goes on, and give it a pull. It's almost like a magnet, so when I go to put it back in, I'm going to line it up, and it will just kind of reattach as we do it. But now that it's all out here, we want to clean. We're brushing lint out, and we're not blowing anything in. We are not using canned air. I don't know why they sell that at soy machine stores. Maybe they want you to buy a new machine sooner than you have to. But you need to brush things out. This is great. It's actually a quick little whoosh whoosh, and things come out a lot quicker. Kind of a wool type duster for the soy machine. Another thing that is great is the miniature vacuum attachments that go onto any hosed vacuum. It'll suck it all out. Again, bringing that out towards you so there's nothing that is pushed further into your machine. Okay, for oiling, you're going to pull out your lubricator, and with this, as you open it, it's like a little pin. As you squeeze the 2 white dots, that's going to squeeze oil in place. And first off, there's a little place right here that's marked with red on top. So put a couple drops in there. There's one. And then you're going to look into the hook area, and there's 2 yellow pads. Add a little oil to each of those. Avoid getting any excess oil kind of around that small inner circle. Your manual will kind of indicate where that is, but right there, you just make sure it gets right where it needs to go. But if there's any excess, take a small little piece of fabric and kind of clean that up. Now, to put this all back together, you will notice there's a hole. See that hole that's right? Let's see here. How am I going to show that? Here's the hole. The hole that's right here. When you look inside on the bobbin area, there is a silver, and on some machines it is green, a little circle area. I'm going to lean this back so you can see. There's 2 dots here. There's the center and then this silver guy. That silver part here, I'm going to try to hold this up while I put this in. Nothing like holding up a super heavy machine. Here we go. Got it. So when you get this going, you need to line up the hole that you can see through here with the hole that's in there. And you really just have to spin it around and put it in there. Usually I'm using 2 hands, and that is a little easier. But once it actually snaps into place, actually, there we go, you know it's there. You can't do it wrong. So just keep pushing at it and give it a little spin right or left as you go to do it. And once you're done and it's holding, then you're going to go ahead and push this all the way in. And I push kind of on this left side because that goes and pushes it back behind that lever. And now we're ready to put the throat plate back on. So we'll put that in next. You want to line up the back edge and push, kind of line that up, and then just kind of push it straight down. It will click into place, I promise. Let's see, first time I've had it off, so there we go. Almost down, click. So it's nice, there's not a screwdriver you need to take this off. So you have no excuse not to clean and oil this on a regular basis. Put your bobbin back in. Okay, we'll just slide that back in. That silver line should be about 3 o'clock. I'll go ahead and cut that, and then I'll put the foot back on. Next, I always put the needle in last, and probably you should put in a new needle because if you've been sewing, you probably need that. But I put the needle in last because I can use the foot, the opening that's in the foot, as alignment of where I need to push it straight up. It's a lot easier to align when I have a reference point of the foot there. Tighten that up just gentle, and then we'll rethread, sew on the machine, and I always sew on a piece of scrap fabric first, make maybe a couple lines, because if there is any extra oil that's floating around there, you'd rather have it on your scrap fabric you're going to throw away and not your actual project fabric that could be an issue. So we're doing this every 2 to 3 bobbins. Promise me your machine will love you. It might even sound a little cranky. If you don't, maybe threads will break and you'll not have the results you want. That's an indication it's time to clean and oil. Also, once a year, take it to your Bernina dealer for its annual cleaning, because they're going to go ahead and check everything else, make sure everything is running smooth in every area that you cannot get to.